People who turn everyone against you run a smear campaign, systematic manipulation, not just gossip. They build a narrative, twist by twist, until friends and colleagues see a version of you that does not exist. Evan Stark's coercive control framework identifies this as reputation damage and isolation. You thought it was random drama. They damage your reputation so you look like the aggressor. Your perception fractures. Jennifer Fried's Darvo calls that the attack phase. Their narrative wins. Cialdini's Social Proof and Lifton's Thought Reform show how controlling the story first discounts counter-narratives. Your version gets discounted before you speak. When they went to your boss before you could report, your report sounds like retaliation. When they told others they were worried about you, your side sounded unstable. When flying monkeys delivered cold shoulders and rumors, your reputation fractures. When they stole credit for your work, your competence was questioned. Perhaps they left you out of key loops, then told others you were difficult. When you lose allies after they had private contact, your alliances fracture. When they spread a version where they were the victim, you looked like the aggressor. When you're suddenly excluded without explanation, consider who had access. Perhaps they recruited others to freeze you out and deny involvement. Perhaps they sent others to gather details from you to twist later. When they got to HR or your inner circle first, your version is discredited before you speak. Perhaps they launched a preemptive smear, so when you spoke, your credibility was already gone. When they triangulate your friend and your boss, your voice gets dismissed. Perhaps they stayed in the background while others delivered the freeze-out. When they poisoned the well so your side sounded like revenge, their hold on the story deepens. The more you set the record straight, the more you're framed as unstable. Your trust erodes, your reality distorts, your confidence crumbles, your perception weakens, your support collapses, and your connections fade. Their narrative control tightens, your standing erodes. Your reality gets distorted, your support system fractures over time. But they're not criminal masterminds. Smear campaigns are driven by fragile ego and shame. The pattern is learned and reinforced, not invented. Malkin and Hotchkiss describe narcissistic defense deflecting blame onto the victim. If any of this feels familiar, trust what you felt. Your experience was real. You're allowed to name what happened. Recognizing the pattern is the first step out of it. Document what was said and by whom. Share only with trusted people. You're allowed to protect your boundaries and trust yourself again.